There's a lot of competition among animated superhero TV shows.
What? You think I'm gonna give up? Think again. I'm an Avenger.
These ones muscled their way to the top. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated superhero. Barbera's Super Friends followed characters like Superman, Batman and Robin, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman as they teamed up to fight crime.
Pretty cool, huh?
Sure, it wasn't the most brilliantly executed superhero show, but it ran an astounding 13 years. As a result, it's a touchstone for a whole generation of TV superhero fans.
I'll just turn this big bad Ferg into a block of iron. Down she goes.
So what if the animation is sorta limited and the stories are geared toward younger audiences? The joy and wonder that permeated Super Friends makes it a fanboy's favorite guilty pleasure.
Now that I'm using my
Audiences. The joy and wonder that permeated Super Friends makes it a fanboy's favorite guilty pleasure.
Now that I'm using my electric powers to warm this ship to a decent temperature.
Ah, feels good, Vulcan.
Number 9. Superman, the Animated Series.
Mind if I borrow something? Don't quit! We're almost there!
And in fact, it's now considered one of the most authentic adaptations ever of Superman.
Why, Professor, you make it sound like I go out looking for trouble.
Bruce Timm took some inspiration from the classic Fleischer cartoons, but added a distinctly modern twist.
Hang on.
Oh, you can count on it.
All the familiar cast was there, but the characterizations were tweaked a bit. Number 8. The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It took a while.
Stupid commercials.
But in 2010, the Avengers finally assembled on TV, in the right way. The Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, lived up to its promise. Iron Man, Giant Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, and the rest presented the team of any Marvel comic fan's dreams.
You know, I'm not so sure I want to be part of a team I have to rescue every week.
Throw in some scripts drawn from classic comic storylines like the Kree-Skrull War and some powerfully slick animation, and you had a show that delivered a hell of a lot of bang for its buck.
I told you not to underestimate them.
Number 7. Young Justice.
Finally! I was wondering what a guy had to do to get a little attention around here.
Was such a high-quality superhero series ever more poorly handled than Young Justice was by the Cartoon Network?
Calm down, kid.
Oh, please!
Focusing on DC's teenage foils of the Justice League, Young Justice was intricately plotted, grippingly directed, and filled with action and suspense. Plus, it featured three-dimensional characters and emotion-filled storylines.
Tell me something you haven't told anyone else. Tell me who broke your heart.
Tula. The girl I loved chose my best friend Garth over me, while my best friend on the surface world aims an arrow at my chest.
It even made a 5-year jump in time between seasons 1 and 2 work, despite introducing a whole new team into the picture.
Today's the day.
Welcome to the Hall of Justice.
Headquarters of the Justice League.
And that takes talent.
Congratulations, team. You have won the day.
Number 6. Teen Titans.
Maybe we should just go out for pizza.
Boasting anime-influenced visuals, Teen Titans brought DC's famed teenage team to the small screen in big style.
Titans, go!
Robin, Starfire, Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Raven were a tight-knit family whose relationships were as much a part of the show's success as the considerable action.
We cannot change the truth, no matter how much we dislike it.
Viewers were thrilled to see fights with the villainous Slade or the unstoppable Trigon, but it was Cyborg and Beast Boy's jokey camaraderie or Raven's inner turmoil that kept them coming back.
A pint-sized Poindexter took me for a joyride, and in case you haven't noticed, I just became left-handed.
Enough!
Number faces of Super Friends far more seriously.
I hate you!
Initially focusing on DC's Big Seven, it eventually expanded to include just about every hero in the canon. Crowded? Yeah. but somehow the creators made it work.
There are so many reasons why that shouldn't have worked.
Matters like warrior hero Orion's dismissal of the happy-go-lucky Flash, Justice League, Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Jason, you remember Peter Parker.
But of course. Wonderful to see you again, Parker.
Whoa, my spider sense is going berserk.
Following Peter Parker and his superhero self during his college years, this iteration of the web-slinger story had action, romance,
I love you,
and more action. Other Spider-Man series like the Spectacular Spider-Man are worthy, but Spider-Man the Animated Series is even better.
It will become immense and unstoppable.
Yes, some corners were cut in animation, but the stories, characters, and excellent voice cast made up for that.
I want this face to be the very last thing my enemies see.
This was also one New York set series that lived and breathed the feel of the Big Apple.
Hey, Spider-Man! How about a scenic tour of the village?
All in all, this is the web slinger as he's meant to be.
I'm gonna find out for myself. And you're coming with me, if you're lying. You're Fillet Spider, pal.
I get the picture, Wolfie. But have you ever thought of seeing a manicurist about those things?
Number 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't know who you are, but thanks. You're not human.
Bingo. Yeah, we're dealing with a real mind here.
It started out as a small press parody comic book, but the Ninja Turtles phenomenon grew like wildfire.
Say your prayers, Turtles.
And millions of people know it mainly through this more lighthearted series.
Yeah, we were trained to fight people, not can openers.
Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael joked,
"Are you out of your shell, Donatello?"
kicked, punched, and pizzaed their way into the hearts of a whole generation.
Pizza time!
Who had the pepperoni and ice cream?
Yeah, I want some of the jelly beans and mushrooms.
Yeah, give me a slice of anchovies and peanut butter.
This is seriously grossing me out.
And the show still holds up today, with solid writing, good performances, and just enough wackiness to entertain.
And for that matter, who ever heard of talking turtles?
Turtle power indeed.
Give me a slice of the bananas and sausage, will ya?
Number 2, X-Men the Animated Series.
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?
So, take them off.
Stop!
Put them back on, please!
Yeah, the animation wasn't as smooth as some of the other series produced at the same time.
You know nothing, little man.
But who cares? X-Men the Animated Series brought Marvel's incredible mutant wonders to the small screen in a manner that did them proud.
Today begins a new world for all of us. A world where we needn't hide in corners and crawl in fear.
I don't know what corner you crawled out of, bub, but we don't find nuclear missiles all that liberating.
After all, who wouldn't get caught up in the TV versions of unforgettable comic scenarios like the awesome Dark Phoenix saga?
After depositing the crystal in the sun, this primal force returned to Earth.
Later series like X-Men Evolution are worthwhile, but they're not classic like this.
Jean! Why? Not Jean. Only her body. Only her delicious senses. I am Phoenix!
Before we unmask our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Soon they will know me. Soon they will need me.
You don't want to do that.
Help me!
Number 1, Batman the Animated Series.
I thought you were my friend. You should have been able to help me, but you didn't. Now look at me!
This dark deco cartoon burst onto the screen in 1992 and set the standard for every superhero show that came after.
I still feel that somewhere inside that monster is my old friend.
Boasting in Do you agree with our choices?
I'm tired of listening to you.
What other animated superheroes should have smashed their way onto this list? For more Super Top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
We will, but right now, I'm just happy to be part of the team.